Hi paper lovers, it's Sarah and it's time for another Cricut challenge over on the Bitten by the Bug 2 blog. And this week the challenge is to use any card feature on any Cricut cartridge. So I really love the card features on the Birthday Bash cartridge, so I pulled that out and I decided I would go ahead and make a birthday card. So we're going to be using Birthday Bash, and then all my pattern paper is from this adorable American Crafts Hip Hip Hooray 6x6 paper pad. So let's go ahead and get started. I took the card base that is on page 31 of the handbook, this right here, and I sized it at 4 inches. And I cut it out of some paper tray ink white cardstock. And then the layer here, you also size at 4 inches. And then I also wanted a mat around this layer, so I made another one at 4.25. So let me go ahead and show you that. So here's the card base that I showed you. And then the 4-inch square is out of this really cute pattern paper. And then the 4.25 is this blue mat. So I'm going to go ahead and put these together, and then I'll put it on my card base. Okay, so I have my card base put together, and now what I've got is from page 58, I took the little cupcake and I sized it at 2.5, and all I used was this layer here and this layer here, and then in my gypsy I hid the little tick marks that it makes for the sprinkles because I didn't use any sprinkles. So here's my little cupcake, and I cut the base out of this blue paper with white polka dots, and then the frosting layer is this pink swirl, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. And then I'm not going to use this part up here, so I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach my cupcake. And then for the top of my cupcake, the reason why I didn't use that cherry and leaf layer was I wanted to use these little dome stickers that I got at Michael's a really long time ago. And they're self-adhesive, so I'm just going to peel the backing off. Maybe. There we go. And that's going to be our little cherry. How cute. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. I also took from the Birthday Bash cartridge this little banner here that the little birdies are holding. It's on page 48. I sized it at 2.75, and then in my gypsy I hid the little tick marks that it makes to spell out the word surprise because I didn't want to put that on there. So I used this layer here, and then I just used the little birdie layers and the wings. And I cut the banner out of that same blue paper with the white polka dots. And then I also hid the little tick marks on the birdie face because I wanted to use some Peachy Keen stamped faces, or face stamps. And I used the Half Beat Lash assortment. And I use this really tiny little birdie face here. It's a 3/8 inch. And then I just took this yellow marker pen thing that I have. It's a zig. And just colored the beak. And then the white of the mouth. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment right across my banner. And I'm using some Hero Art stamps. This is called Sending Smiles, and my super sweet friend Sylvia here on YouTube sent me these, and oh my goodness, she's so sweet. She sent me a goodie package for my birthday. So I'm going to use this Tuxedo Black ink by Memento. Alright, so my sentiment is down, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card, and I'm going to use an A2 size envelope as a guide because it's going to hang off the top of my card, but I want to make sure that it still fits inside the envelope. So it fits right there. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to pop this up on some foam squares. So I'm going to grab my little foam squares, and I just need to add some down here towards the bottom. And then right here. Okay, so I have all my foam squares adhered. Super cute. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. And then I took some Blossom baker's twine and I've tied it in some bows, and I'm going to add one to the little girl bird's hair or head. And then I tied a couple more to go right here on my banner. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere those using some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, and then I will come right back and show you the finished card. Okay, so I went ahead and I added the 3 little bows to the front of my card, and I moved my cupcake up a little bit because I didn't really like the placement of it. So that's my birthday card for the Bitten by the Bug 2 card challenge. I will put a link down in the description box to their blog so you can play along. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a blessed day.